All right. How's my day been? Well, I'm about to find out. About to find out. Depends how fast I have my first drink here. I normally don't play on Fridays. I feel like Rides In is actually kind of okay. Pact the Negation? Probably Snapcaster Mage, actually. Is Fierce Guardianship only creatures? Oh. I guess Jace? Maybe not necessary. Nexus of Fate is kind of weird, but I don't hate it. It's definitely strange, though. Commandeer is also a bit strange. Yeah, this is the 5-mana one. I don't think there really is another Teferi option. You can't really play the 3-mana one. Feel the Dead. No way to find it. No way to find it. I don't think I like Strip Mine. Chromox. Yeah, probably. Pentad Prism can get Teferi pretty fast. But that doesn't mean you... I think I like Snapcaster. Both of these. I forgot. Swords. Frogifies might be interesting. Simply another board wipe. I think Ultima's bugged. Last time I cast Ultima, it didn't actually end the turn. I can do another sweeper. Okay. I don't really have any flare targets. Just kind of a counterspell. I feel like Nexus is wrong. Nexus only being good after I've like cast a fairy is weird. Although that's not totally true. Sometimes you can just cast it on your opponent's turn and then you're just so like 2 turns in a row is just crazy. Sunfall? I can do it. I promise. Sure. I think I could take out sleight of hand. All right. I guess we can start here. It's Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Kind of surprised I haven't played it yet. Not gonna lie to you. I think I'm halfway through Platinum right now. And yeah. So mana rocks don't, I switch back and forth. Sometimes they're okay, sometimes they're meh. You can just play a slower game but have more early interaction. When you can just sweep the board a lot and not care about your opponent's creatures, it makes it easier to just cast mana rocks because you don't need to leave up a counterspell every single turn forever. It is your card advantage, so you don't have to play a bunch of card draw spells in your deck. You still can play some, I'm sure, but I don't really have too much. I have like Archmage's Charm and the 2 Delve cards. This one's weird. Like you can, I don't know. It like you get to 7 mana, you cast it on your opponent's turn, and then you have a 2-turn window to resolve Teferi if it isn't already in play. If you untap with Teferi, you just can start doing this, and that's exceptionally egregious, but it's not like insane. It should probably be banned, and I think it's fine that it's banned in like the normal brawl, but it's probably fine here where everyone's like super ready for everything. Like Ancient Tomb is definitely a bit more offensive than this card, but I don't know if this is right. But yeah, you just play Teferi, you try to untap with it, and once you untap with Teferi, you really want to find yourself in an always going to win now kind of position, and I'm a little bit skeptical if that's what's going to happen here. I might need more board control than I see here, but who knows? I mean, once you get to the ultimate, nothing matters anyways, right? Deafening Silence? I don't think I like Deafening Silence. Maybe it could probably start taking out these cantrips for like random silver bullets, but Deafening Silence, there's a lot of decks that don't actually care about it, right? Like Rofellos doesn't care about Deafening Silence, and so on and so forth. Need I say more? But yeah, let's just start here. Let's start here. I'm sure this is going to change a lot. So, we'll see. Was there not Brainstorm? I thought Brainstorm was in that pile of stuff. Pretty sure Brainstorm was in there, wasn't it? What? Okay. That, my rank is reset? Why is my rank reset? Is that a thing? I shouldn't be at the bottom of Platinum. Okay, well, we'll see what it looks like after the game is played. Doesn't look right to me. Fairly certain I was halfway through Platinum, so can't explain that one too well. Preordain? Both of these are okay. I like the land. The removal spell maybe not as exciting when my opponent has like one game plan every game. There's no reason to crack this, right? Yeah. So this isn't gonna do much. Pay 3. Get an island. Get actually I don't want an island, I want that. Because of this, and then do that. And probably draw. You like the Nashi video? Well, I had 2 of them, so there were 2 of them. I can play Teferi, and then I can play Teferi again. But I think it's better to just blow up my opponent's commander and then ask them to do something with it later. Because they have to do something with it later. Like cast it next turn and then do nothing else. I have no idea what this is. Okay, that's annoying. I do not anticipate them dealing with Teferi, so I will just play it. And if they deal with it, I can cast it again. Like, enchanting a 1/1 is the most miserable thing in the universe, so... Whenever you play a land... What? Why didn't they bestow that? What is happening? Sheltered by ghosts? Wait. Isn't that just fine? Isn't that just fine? I am going to exile artifacts. So... Alright, I think this is almost completely over. You could keep that card. Let's play you. You can keep that card. I do not care about that. Land on top? That's so random. Yeah, I think this game is pretty much over. I don't need to... Yeah, we just keep plusing. What is that? Okay, it's another enchantment that doesn't matter. And then play... you, and... I think we can Chrome Mox Remand? I don't need that. And then untap 2 blue sources. Yeah, this game is 100% over. The moment the farewell resolved, it was just done. Yeah, I paid a lot of life. Also, I have absolutely no idea why my rank is that low. I did lose a couple last night, but I don't think I lost that much. I don't know. I don't remember. I was fairly certain I was halfway done through Platinum. I'm in the first tier of Platinum still. Okay, my bad. I don't know how that happened. Okay. I played a bunch last night. I guess I lost more than I thought. I'm washed up. I don't know. Because I ended the stream. No, I ended the recording with this symbol, I thought. But I guess not. Don't listen to me. Just upselling myself. What is this? Nivm, is it? Nivm, is it with a 1-drop? What? What does that mean? No. Their commander's uncounterable. Very problematic. I don't know why they're doing that, like, immediately, but we take that. I don't have Stifle. Okay. That is a really strange card. Literally nothing. All right. All right, well, mistake number 1. Put the stupid Surveil land in my deck. I guess I'll just march this 1/1. Because there's nothing else to march. Just get it out of the way. March isn't doing anything. You can't fight over it, so. Dig through time. Okay. I could cast a fairy, make my opponent cast their commander next turn, and then do something maybe. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can cast it. There is not really any reason to play around anything, so this is not a fun thing to fight over, like at all, unless it's like specifically Spell Pierce or something. So I can cast my commander 2 turns in a row, and I'm not leaving anything up anyways. So, whoop. Yep, typical. You want to make another point why Brawl's better? They're just different. They're just different. I will subtlety this, because I think that's a good idea. I got the thing I wanted, which is my opponent committing a card after thinking I can't commit mine back. So this is kind of significant. My opponent really thought it was going to resolve, which is just huge. Yeah, I really wish I had the Surveil land. I guess it's not too big of a deal, but... Do we think they're going to just windmill slam it again? Nope. So now they need to deal with Teferi. Well, they haven't conceded, so they must have a way to do something on my end step. Nope. Okay. It's a dark screen on Twitch again? Well, whatever. I'm going to try to bounce this. Yeah, we're going to try to bounce this chromatic lantern. Because then my opponent really just can't... Actually, you know what? No, I don't care. You can have your chromatic lantern. Okay. I don't think the game's about that. That chip damage. Oh, we got another good game person, but didn't concede. New players? I guess. Stick with one deck for a while. Just build into it. I kind of want to brainstorm. I could attack my opponent's... No, we're just going to brainstorm. Back. These two. Let's cast Power Stone, I guess. I do have one counter spell, I guess. Not like totally out of the water. But it's a convoluted counter spell. Yeah, stick with one deck, and maybe that deck be a whatchamacallit. Something easy that's craftable would be a good idea. Oh, I should have held the Mind Stone for the Teferi ultimate. I don't think it's gonna matter. It's not looking like it's gonna matter, so not looking like it's gonna matter. I would like to brainstorm again. Yeah, all of those are kind of meh. And then I can't shuffle because I'm a dummy. Guess I can swing for 5. And play that. They have their commander on top of a spell because it costs 6 this time. So I guess I'm just passing? I can't consider away both these cards, but I might as well cast it before their commander shows up. Yeah, don't play ranked if you don't have a, like, really competitive deck. But Brawl's not ranked, so this is, but not like the normal one. I mean, you just cast your commander. You got nothing else to do. No shot. You just suddenly have... Okay, I thought so. Alright, we swords this first. Let the second trigger happen. My opponent's delaying the inevitable. The game was genuinely over when they said good game, but for some reason they just want to play more. It's 100% over. Oh, they have a land. I would love it to be Stifle. That'd be so funny. Alright, it's not Stifle. Alright, now the game's over. Yep. Alright, I don't know why they wanted to play it out, but it is a ranked format. Might as well play it out. Yeah, I swear, I was at the tier 2? I was at the bottom of tier 2 last night. I didn't drink that much, did I? Jeez. Must have. Oh, my back. Oh, back. Okay, so there hasn't been any outliers other than this Surveil land, which time and time and time again I forget exists. Amazing. I can probably play Irrigated Farmland. Add the card to end the turn. Think so. I kind of like it more than Nexus of Fate. Oh, I don't own it. I do not own it. Oh, I'm not about to craft it. I think I put too much ice in this. An instant? Of course it's an instant. It wouldn't make any sense as a sorcery. That's funny. I'm on the... Fine. It's like Mana Drain isn't a sorcery. What is this? Vile Smasher Sakashima? Okay. Let's play Nothing. Oh, I got a Twitch bot. I got someone in my chat talking to me, but it's like you can't even see the stream. It's black. Bruh. Bruh. The bots are in full swing. What happens if I just let them do stuff? I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, there's the blue one. There, the draw, whatever, the wheel, and the turn one. Oh, please counter this. Please counter this. Hey, all right, that's not really what I wanted them to counter it with, but as long as it's only creatures, I don't really care. And I think it's going to be because that's the entire game plan. Oh, is this the blowout? Is this the mana drain blowout because you really wanted to deal with the mana rock? It is. It is. Oh, it's a work of art. It's a work of art. Beautiful. Love it. Oh, the blowout. The absolute blowout. Beautiful. Just how we drew it up. Oh, opponent, you don't have another land? Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, neither do I, so. Neither do I. Credit the first one to find one. I think I just passed, right? I don't really have no vested interest in resolving Teferi. So, just pass. Oh, come on. Really? There's like 45 lands in here. Yep, that tracks. Okay, I don't know why they're doing nothing. I will keep a land on top. Opponent is just running infinite lands. Typical. That's right, you go to discard. When it gets rid of Stern Scolding? What the heck? So I can resolve Teferi almost 100%, and that's probably really good. Really, you have a way to deal with this twice? I refuse to believe. Oh, Reprieve doesn't deal with it. Oh my god, Reprieve doesn't work. Whoops, I'm an idiot. Okay. I was just, I was in my head, like, absolutely convinced it was going to work, but... So 1, 2, 3. They're one shy of Sakashima again, which would be amazing for me. I would love them to do that. Wait a minute. Not my turn. Okay, so we pass and then go to my opponent's upkeep. Oh, it just moved phases. Okay. Didn't want it to stop. Yeah, should have reprieved my own Teferi. Definitely. How do you have more? How do you have more? There's no way you have more. I refuse to believe it. All right, good lord. Opponent has answered everything. There's no way you have more. I refuse. I refuse. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, I mean, they would have won the game, so they don't have an answer to this, obviously. They would have just won the game. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing. They actually almost did have more. They almost had more. Wow. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Disruptor flute? What does that do? Can't be active unless they're mana abilities? Okay. Exile everything? And I guess I'm just leaving this land in my hand. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm not going to play around Mana Tithe or something. Or Spike. Okay, that is not actually an answer. Doesn't this give it more loyalty than it had before? I think my opponent just gave it loyalty. Let's get rid of it again. Yeah, it's funny that that card works. But Jukabog is notable. Alright, get in there, 1-1. Time to shine, buddy. Get in there. I guess I fire up the Guardian Idol too. I really don't care if they try to kill it, so... I think we've turned the corner. Oh, love it. Oh man, they went for a Thassa's Oracle Tainted Pact. Oh, get dunked on. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Blue Farm. Thought you were cool. Oh, wait. No, this is just Grixis. Never mind. This isn't Blue Farm. Never mind. Bro, if they had more, I would have been deeply upset. Oh, let me reset the game because people my bots on Twitch can't see the screen. I don't know what I did different. I haven't done anything different. It doesn't have a YouTube issue. It's just another excuse for me to not stream on Twitch. I literally didn't do anything different. Wait, what the? Okay, it just put me back in queue? I'm pretty sure I hit the cancel button, so I don't know why it put me back in queue. That doesn't make any sense. Sure. Yeah, someone said I didn't have Brainstorm, but I obviously do. Tamiyo's a cool one. I like Tamiyo. Play Hide the Ancient Tomb game, which I should always do in a deck like this. I don't think there's a reason to brainstorm. I still kind of don't think there's a reason to brainstorm, but I kind of want to get rid of some of these things, so. I'm a bit confused. They must want to just cycle Remand. They just want to cycle it. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Uro. Yep. I wonder if they need lands? Is that why you cycled that? I don't know. I'm not going to interact with Uro. So do we assume my opponent has... Oh, they don't. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's as fine as it needs to be. Not a bit finer. Good old Ancient Tomb, breaking the game. Casual Teferi when it wasn't supposed to be here. Casual Teferi, a turn that is not supposed to be allowed. Love it. I told you. I told you. Ancient Tomb was going to just win. That's why I hit it. Because you play this in a turn your opponent does not... You have no business playing it in a window where it just resolves and they just can't do anything. Oh, never change. Ancient Tomb, never change. Told you. Man, I hate that I know what I'm talking about. It sucks. I wish I didn't know what I was talking about. That way, every time I get a YouTube comment that doesn't make any sense, I can also get angry and irrational. Sometimes I have some crazy YouTube comments, man. Like to the point where certain people just don't even read the cards. To be fair, I do that sometimes too. But man, some pretty crazy comments. That's all right. We're all here to learn. I think. I don't know. Is that what we're here for? It can't be the tequila. I don't tend to share that part. I only share the game knowledge, I guess. I'm not sharing my tequila. This is a X drop. We'll play this as a land. It's funny, now I can't even tell if Twitch is working because I just don't have Twitch viewers. I don't even know if it did anything. I have no one in my Twitch view. I don't need to know. I don't care. I really don't care about Twitch. Yeah, there was that guy, yeah. The guy's got some strange brain waves, I'll say. But it's not illegal. It's not illegal to have weird brain waves, you know? My opponent has not played a blue source. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, we just pass. Fortunately, Shieldred doesn't win the game. I feel moderately inclined to just blow it up. Yeah, we should do it, especially before my opponent has any blue mana to do anything about it. Like, they literally just have no blue mana, so... I don't think there's anything to Mystical Tutor on top. Liliana of the Veil. What the heck? Okay, well, I don't like that. That's pretty cool. Let's do this, and I guess just Brainstorm. I'll take a card, even if they kill it. I just want a card. Yeah, this is absolutely fine. Like, this is why I brainstormed. So I could just get a card out of it. Demonic Tutor. Sure. Probably gets a Thoughtseize? Oh, it could get, like, half of a Thassa's Oracle combo. They have the other half. I don't know. When you try to join a Twitch, it says a video download was... I have no idea. You know what's funny? When you mute somebody, they, like, have no idea you muted them, so they keep making comments and watching your videos and stuff, but they don't know other people can't read the comments. They just don't know that. It's kind of funny. They have no idea that they're just, like, in the void. There is a lot of argument to getting rid of this Arcane Signet, but I'm probably just going to plus because I can't help myself. But I honestly think it was probably right to minus on the Arcane Signet after a Demonic Tutor. Tasha, that is not at all what I expected. Let's get rid of these two. Yeah. Do I have an answer for it if I didn't just send the wash away there? It can deck me out. I don't actually have a lot of creatures in my deck, to be honest with you. There's got to be another card that blows up Planeswalkers, right? Does this do it? Wait, does it? Can I steal it? I can stifle the ultimate. That seems goofy. What about this? No. I don't have an answer to that card. Huh. I guess I really wanted to wash away it then. That's annoying. Alright, well, to the void it goes. And then you... That's good. Do that. Play this. And pass. Not the best use of my resources, but... Best viewers pog? You've never seen this commander in Brawl? I have. Not in ranked, but... Bloodthirsty Spaghetti. Can I cast? Ooh, I can. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, I mean, once you get to this point, again, untapping with Teferi puts you in a substantial advantage. So, cool. Yeah, I probably could have just washed away the Tasha and not brainstormed for something else, but I was leaving wash away for this. Probably just not that necessary. Yeah. Because they can't... I don't have a creature for it. This actually is just not great in this matchup, I guess. Yeah, maybe I should have just cast Wash Away. Alright. Fair enough. I feel like these decisions would come much easier to me 7 years ago. Or maybe it's the tequila. They could be the tequila, you know? I haven't started talking about politics yet, so really haven't had enough tequila. What is this? Rafine? Alright, it's the deck that everyone's scared of. His hand is okay, I guess. Play this tapped. I feel like this is a bad matchup because it has that blue tempo side of it that's really good. So we'll see. Alright, well, fortunately, that one specifically doesn't matter too much. I wonder if they swing with it. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, but... Do I brainstorm? What am I... No, I don't brainstorm. I have a land next turn. Mockingbird? What? What okay. The I have a sweeper and I must scream is not on my opponent's radar. I found another land. I think I want to just play this land now. Gives me more ideas. Another land. I don't want to miss land drops. So like Brainstorm is just helping me find lands, and any reason to not do that is good. Okay. I 99% of the time disagree with every time I see someone cast a Brainstorm, but I don't know my opponent's hand, obviously. But a lot of the Brainstorm windows I see, I just don't agree with. But if they need a black source, you know, it is what it is. Or Cavern, I guess? Yeah, Cavern. It was starting to look like Cavern, but it wasn't Cavernous Souls. I mean, Rafine is like super protected, and they still didn't cast it. Okay. Oh, I guess they still can. Never mind. I wonder if I should play this. That's an interesting one. You go down a card, though. It's not like amazing. Emptiness? Well, you can't reanimate that. It doesn't do anything. Please swing with the mother. Hey, they do. I know, but they swing with two, but... A player that did not go for the commander could have gone for the commander. Didn't. They'll always leave out one of the mother of runes. But again, I mean, I'm just kind of looking for a board wipe, I feel. They haven't considered Rafine. Now I'm completely untapped, so it's less ideal than it was a second ago. And I can take 2 a turn for the rest of my life. That's fine. Yeah, this is like the spot where my Rafine player just doesn't want to continue this game. Oh, is this the annoying thing? It is the annoying thing. It's for 1. Wait, I don't care about that. No, I don't care. It doesn't even draw a card. I'm not shuffling. There's Rafine. Okay. Gonna make a move here. I can brainstorm just for dig through time. Was it like 1, 2, 3? It's not enough. Not enough. Oop, that's not how that works at all. Oop. Look at it. Look at it go. Look at it get there. You can't even swing. Beautiful. Just how I drew it up. Looking for a sweeper, but I should try to dig through time. Yeah, I should try to dig through time and then brainstorm for one. Yeah. Because my opponent, again, countering a dig through time never feels good because your opponent just untaps with a wall of stuff. Of course, they have the best thing in the universe. This is tradition. Yep, typical, typical, typical. Punish? Of course not. Why would I punish my opponent? Why would I be able to punish my opponent? Let's be real. Well, this game is 100% over now. Great. Yep. Permission, permission, permission. Like I said, the only thing that's going to matter is counter spells with like random creatures, and they have the counter spells, so the game's just like almost 100% over. I don't really know what I'm even doing anymore. All right, yep, you got it. Well, wait a minute. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. And Teferi's cheap, so. Counterspell, 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 counterspell. Minus, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Wait, why does that get a counter? Oh, from anywhere? Oh. 23, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm dead if they swing all out. But they haven't, and they probably won't. They do! Okay. They went for lethal. Which probably makes sense. Let's play minus that. Still dead. Okay. One draw? Remand. The only way that works is if they do something... Well, actually, you know what? I have a token. I do have a token, I guess. I can block, technically. Please cast a spell pre-combat. They did not cast a spell pre-combat. Alright. Yep. Yep. It is the perfect wall of counter spells, and then the, you know, random creatures that could be draft garbage. It doesn't matter. I just can't. I can't do anything because of the counterspell wall that protects all the random stat sticks. I had a window, though. I could have punished the go for lethal line, and God forbid I draw anything, right? Not allowed here. Ancient Tomb. Well, I'm on the play, so I'm a little bit less upset about land. What? Okay. Huh? Okay. Sure. They get Uma's. What? Okay, so let's play this tapped. And yeah, all right, that's, yep. There's not a giant reason to Snapcaster that. Legion's Landing, that makes a 1/1, yeah, it's fine. And then they have Felia. Okay, we don't have Felia. We chose not to play Felia. That's kind of crazy. Chose not to play Felia. Wow. Alright. Jitte does not give you anything the turn you play it. So, they didn't even think to go for it, so there must be something else. I don't know. Well, there's literally nothing in the game that they can do as a mono white deck. Except get rid of that card from my graveyard, but I don't care too much. That does mean Snapcaster Mage is useless, unfortunately. But it still blocks Cloud. Okay. I'm not going to Seagate. If I Seagate and they play their commander, we're upset. Yeah, I can't do that. That's not reasonable. Oh, I can play this, though. But we have to just get rid of Snapcaster Mage. Containment Priest? No. No stats for you. You're not allowed to have stats. No stats allowed. Okay. Okay, this is a line of absolute desperation, and I love to see it, so... Especially if they, like, try to move that next turn and swing for lethal, so... Alright, another extra turn. Just kind of another loyalty on my commander. Oh, they didn't exile anything. They didn't exile anything. We can cast this. They didn't use the thing. Oops. Should have used it. Thanks for the free treasure cruise. Much appreciated. Alright, now we can do this. Now we can do this. Alright, now my opponent is the uppest of hill battles. Always a nice place to be, I suppose. Yep, I got tempoed out, correct. Assuming you're talking about Rafine, yeah, they templed me out. The thing I said was going to beat me, yeah. Correct. 0. Oop. Oops. Should have played around it, opponent. Should have played around it. Should have played around it. Ooh, Keenan. Sure. I'd love them to cast Keenan and then a 2-drop next turn, or 2 1s. It's perfectly likely. Does not happen. Okay. We're going the line of creatures instead. Cast Keenan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. I guess I'm just passing. Opponent has nothing? Okay, well, hopefully I didn't cost myself the game. Let's see if I did. Of course I did. Alright, yep, you got it. You got it. Why think about anything? Keenan. No need to think. Finally lost a game. I'm really blown away Kennen wasn't banned in this midweek thing. Bit surprised. I expect that to be like half of the Mythic players. Well, maybe Diamond players, because Mythic players, once you hit Mythic, you could just mess around and be stupid. It doesn't matter anymore. Oh boy, the best possible card on the play. Great, looks like we hit the wall of I can't play the game anymore. What do I keep this? Do I? What's in my hand? Fine. Nope. This game is probably over before it started. It is not my opponent casting Uro. Okay. Maybe the sweeper puts me back in the game. I have completely lost this opener. Like 100%. Is that... No, that's not castable. The problem is Uro is like value that I can't significantly impede. That's ironic. Exile a card from a graveyard? Why are we playing this? I don't get that. Enters the battlefield. Earthbend 2. 4 more quest counters. If I play the... Wait, how does this grow? Card types. Land, creature, sorcery. So it can do enough to kill Teferi. I have to deal with it. Alright, well, I mean, I dealt with Delighted Halfling. I'm farther in this than I thought I would be. Sapling Nursery. Oh, wait. No, I have Farewell. Right? Maybe I don't Sapling Mastery this? If I don't counter this, I have Farewell. And they don't have any artifacts. So we can just let that happen. They don't have any artifacts. Yeah. Oh, alright. Let me get upset. Should have played better. Should have played better. Imagine playing a ranked format and getting upset you didn't win. Imagine. Earl's not even really that good, so I'm kind of surprised. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect to play against, my guy? What do you expect? You're playing like a not top 25 commander in a competitive format. Go back to unranked where it's safe. Your feelings are safe. Liliana is annoying. I can't deal with it. Still annoying. Let's get rid of Solitude. Solitude might not do anything, so... That's no surprise, of course. At least my entire hand is identical. What? Okay. Sure. Of course, I draw nothing. Liliana resolves, and then I probably just lose a game. That was a funny draw, actually. Huh. Okay. That's funny. I can reprieve this drill bit. I probably should, actually, yeah. I probably should absolutely do that. Okay, I need a land. If I drew a land there, I probably, like, almost win on the spot. Why didn't they just plus Liliana is the question. Okay, there's no reason to mana leak that. Why didn't they just plus Liliana? Doesn't it make like 1,000 bajillion more sense? Okay, they're actually just out of stuff. Maybe I'm not screwed. They don't have any crazy, like, follow-up for their Liliana. I'm going to literally put you into the void here. I don't care if they recast it for their entire, like, turn. That doesn't matter to me. Especially if this card isn't a land, they just lose it anyways. Yeah. Okay, well, now we're just chilling. We have Mirex. I'm not blown away by anything. This is a good draw. I can mess up my opponent's cards. Gatekeeper of Malakir? You can keep Gatekeeper. you can keep that card by all means. Play your 2/2 and then make me lose my sweeper. Yep. As plus here. Let's cycle peak, I guess. And then land and... What is Teferi at? Okay. We can just plus again. No, I don't want you to draw that. Probably just going to ride Zen this Gatekeeper. Rankle? Okay. This is kind of like a scam deck where it just tries to win with like the ultimate, but looks like I got it covered, I guess. You and you. No, I want that, so actually let's just do that then. All right, well, my hand was awful to start, but against a discard deck, I guess I feel good when I just don't have a good hand to lose. And the power of my deck is in the command zone, which is hard to deal with. But they're just trying to blitz to the ultimate. If they don't get it, they're over it. So, you're wrecked. It's muted. I am kind of surprised there's nothing I felt like I've wanted to change. It doesn't seem right. Something must be amiss. I have not changed any cards in this deck yet. Doesn't seem right. This is the one that has to resolve or it doesn't do anything. It usually really wants haste as well. I can get rid of Witch Enchanter? Okay, they have the literal best card in their entire deck against me. Amazing. This game just got 10 times more difficult. I think I'm getting rid of Mystical Tutor. No, the commander has Flash. So I should probably get rid of Split Up. This is literally like the best card in their deck against me. Shh. What? Okay. Doesn't stop Chrome Mox. They have another profoundly good card against me. They did not take my Witch Enchanter, which can deal with this Leyline, but it also really just wants to be a land, so... They also have another extremely good card against me. Alright, we're losing, like, just in every avenue. I have to come back in some way. Alright, I needed something like that to happen. I'm just... My opponent has completely won the opener of this game, like, through and through. That ley line is cracked in half here. It's actually better than Lightning Greaves, too. Maybe on average it isn't, but against me it is. So, always cast this. This is a spot where if I had Teferi, we'd be chilling, but that would have to resolve, obviously. Get rid of Mystical Tutor. I have to play a land, which sucks. And my opponent doesn't know my hand. So they have to cast Azula without haste. And that would lose all their colored mana. They probably won't do that. Okay, they couldn't do that. I'm not going to cast Teferi. Because then I'd be upset if it doesn't work. Mystical Teachings. Not gonna do anything about that. Okay, well, revealing Mana Drain means you have to leave it up for the entire game. Duress. No? Who wins this kind of game here? I don't actually know. It doesn't feel like it's me, but maybe it is. I don't actually know. The disrespect is insane here? That's nuts. You must have something? For 1 mana? It's funny, a lot of the cards my opponent has played this game don't do anything without, or rather, don't have any text unless their commander's, like, in play. I think I'm swinging for 2 again. I'm not sure if I'm respecting haste, but, like, all of these cards are just good without their commander. Which is funny. I can recast Teferi, so Azula needs haste and Ancient Tomb can't be tapped anymore. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Sure. My opponent just committed Sudoku. Yep. They left up
they thought I was gonna play, or they needed me to do something with their spells, because this entire game there's been no priority held with creatures in play, so it's just stack based removal. We know about the mana drain, but yeah, they just can't do anything. They can't do anything. Like I said, you can't tap the Ancient Tomb, and they tap the Ancient Tomb. So whatever this did had to be. I really don't know. I don't know. An extra turn? But that doesn't really get you anywhere. Yeah, I'm not sure. How did my opponent lose so much life? What happened? Thoughtseize, fetch shock. This is honestly kind of insane to beat. This really is crazy to beat. Like, this ley line is insane. I probably lose if I didn't blow it up. Yeah, I did. I was not in this game until like turn 4 or something. I really just wasn't in this game. All right, crazy. Take those. Crazy. Close. All it took was like one really good card, and then I'm out of it. I wouldn't call it wrecking their board. They only had like 2 permanents. But yeah, the ley line was not exploited in a way where I was at a huge disadvantage, so. It could have been, they just didn't do it. They just didn't have the exploitative stuff. And honestly, the Ancient Tomb kind of hosed them. Ancient Tomb was just... It's weird because their commander doesn't like Ancient Tomb. So it just... They got a bit hosed by it. Romox. Okay, on the play. Typical. What does this do? This is just... sure. Skrelv? Okay. Ponder? Nah, no Ponder. I don't think so. Hero of... Cast a spell that targets this. Yeah, we'll cycle the remand. This taps my opponent out, which is significant to me. Sure. The Ancient Tomb did 10. Jeez. They swung with Skrelv? So, Ponder. I like this. I like that a lot, actually. So now I'm hoping they do nothing. Well, we have... I don't know. The Solitude makes this annoying. Solitude's annoying. Alright, they did just go in. Do you have a enchantment of any sort? That's what I would really like to see here. I can play around Mana Tithe, and I will. Okay. Looks like we got around Mana Tithe. So this, and then... They thought for a second. I don't know what it was, but they thought about something. The old 6-mana light pause. Doesn't cast it. Doesn't cast it. This becomes a permanent 3/3. It does not go back to a creature or a land. Okay. They didn't do it. They could have done it. They didn't do it. I don't know why. They absolutely could have done that. I don't see why play this card if you didn't just activate it there. The 1% of games where that would have been good, they just didn't do it there. It's not a sorcery. I don't understand. Like, if you're going to play this card, that's the spot to do it. That's the spot to make it a 3/3. Like, right then and there. That was the spot. Okay. Now you have to tap out for it. Yeah, see, they're thinking about it. They just missed their window. They missed their, like, actual genuinely good window to do this. They still did it, which they should, because it was good on my end step. It is still good now. I can kill this with Solitude? Solitudes? So I think I will. I don't really care about this, the Giver. I land, and do I need more mana? No. I do not, so we can just cast those. Ooh! Ooh, I didn't untap. Ooh, ooh. Okay, no opt, but that's fine. I mean, I was going to pitch it anyways. Forgot to untap though. Feathering Spaghetti when it draws a card. Wait. Whenever it just enters, draws a card. Okay, if you have to swing with Giver, I don't care. Especially how it doesn't actually kill Teferi. This game, my opponent was 120,000% all in on their Chromox, and it didn't work. So, Authority, sure. Yeah, now, if they kill Teferi, I recast it, and they really do not want me to do that, so they probably shouldn't kill it. Because I just get it back, and it can just minus on the Giver, and then the game is 100% over. But I think the game's over no matter what they do. They see it. Oh, opponent, you're so smart. They see it. Okay. Good looks. Opponent knows how to play the game. Love to see it. Alright. Most people are going to swing it to Teferi, but that person correctly did not. Do you have the protection spell? Which, again, I had covered anyways. Yeah, this is half the reason why they did what they did, but I have it covered, so this game is 100% over. Now we're in the formality department. Yeah, okay. We were in the formality department, the victory lap for about 5 seconds. Alright. I swear to you, this is where I was when I stopped playing last night. I swear. I don't know how I tanked. I don't know if they changed anything, but I got to the... In fact, I think the Nashi video I just uploaded shows this symbol when I stopped playing. So I don't understand. I really don't get it. Like, yeah, I lost against Teferi and I think a Magda deck or something, but I was not at the bottom of Platinum yesterday. I just wasn't. I don't know what happened. I'm more convinced I had a misunderstanding about something than I did getting scammed by Hasbro, but like I know that's where I stopped. There are no cards in here that I think I want to change up. It's really weird. I ended tier 3 with 2 wins. Maybe I misunderstood the symbols? I don't know. Am I getting old? I won so much with Nashi in that video. I could have swore I was higher than that. I only lost 2 games. It was Magda and Teferi. There's got to be something in here that isn't right. It's insane to me that I haven't needed to change anything. Ride's End can be a different kind of 1-minute answer, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. See, the problem is Chrome Mox exists, so I don't like Fragment Reality, because Chrome Mox exists. But it's still good. There has to be something obvious I'm missing. Another excuse me, another oh boy. Another What was I talking about? I don't remember. Another counterspell. Yes. Yes. Sorry, I'm pouring another drink. Yeah, probably another counterspell. Another one. All right. I'm handicapping myself with this tequila. Pact the Negation on the I try to cast Teferi and have it resolve turn is kind of okay because I can pay for it every time I would cast Teferi. But before that, it's useless. I don't like too much. And I don't really think trying to get Teferi through is so important that I should run Pact. I don't think so. The best Snapcaster has been so far is a blocker, honestly. But that's probably okay. It's probably okay. I'm running out of ice. Running out of ice. I haven't cast Mana Drain yet. I feel like when Mana Drain was in unranked, I saw this all the time. And now I'm not really seeing it that much in ranked. Really weird. I've only seen one from an opponent, and I think I've cast it once myself since the ranked thing came out. Commandeer is a bit more interesting than it was 2 seconds ago. Mostly because I'm just now looking at it. After having more tequila, it looks better. Silence is weird. People like silence in modern with Isochron Scepter Teferi decks. We don't have Isochron Scepter, do we? No. I mean, it's like the most depressing thing to lose to, but you know. There's got to be something. Another counter spell. Narset's not great. I can flare my subtlety and Snapcaster. That was like half the reason it was in here. I think those reasons are okay. The cantrips have been meh. So they're better cards than these cantrips. Wandering Emperor. I like it more than Settle the Wreckage. I'm not terribly excited about making random tokens. A 4 mana kill something that's on your opponent's end steps is kind of weird to me, maybe. Because the rest of the card is irrelevant. I mean, I can poke my opponent to death with 2/2s. That's not what we're trying to do, no? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Settle is actually just better because I don't care about the rest of Wandering Emperor's text. I like this. I don't like Path, but I think this is okay. This is okay. Because by the time you cast it, you can do something about all the lands they might get. But you can also just play a normal sweeper anyways. Memory Deluge is cool. I can play these like random greedy spells. I'm feeling like the cantrips have been lackluster. I can probably keep Ponder, Preordain, and Brainstorm. I do like Peak. Information, like Peak is, I won't say it's better than the other three, but Peak, when you see your opponent's hand, is like an insane level of knowledge. Yeah, Memory Deluge is okay. Search for Skanta is really slow. But having some more, like 1 or 2 more cards to play on my opponent's turn when they don't do anything, I think is nice. So I could like instant speed card draw. Do I have chart? Chart the stars? What is it called? No, that's a sorcery, isn't it? What's it called? Chart something? I don't know what it's called. Rare. Consult the spaghetti. Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely better than a cantrip. I should have had this in here. There have been, I think, 2 or 3 games where Stifle would have been nice. I really do, in these Chrome Mox, Dark Ritual, go for combo with Thassa's, the Force Spike, and the Mana Tithe are insane. The 2-2 with these birds is actively annoying. I think I see these played more than I should, in my opinion. I find that these 2-2, like if you have Teferi and you're ticking away, and you give your opponent a 2-2, they could actually be really annoying. A 2-2 is not free. Good in multiplayer, though. That's not what we play. We're not playing EDH. I get a lot of YouTube comments with the lens of EDH. I'm like, well, we're not playing EDH. And they're like, yeah, that's true. It's like, yeah, it is, isn't it? We're not playing EDH. This is not EDH. I play EDH. I play EDH on Fridays. But we didn't play today. That's why I'm here. But I'm still going to drink as if I played EDH today. All right. Well, seeing because I haven't had to change much, I suppose I won't get too crazy. I haven't seemed to... I don't know. Something doesn't seem right. I mean, I'm comfortable playing a Teferi deck, but the fact that I have changed it so little is odd. It feels odd to me. Oh, I love Teferi. God, I love Teferi. This is a window to always play this turn 1. I like the surprise factor, but with these two, it's no contest. 2 blue. All right, we're just so far ahead already. They need a green 1-drop. I feel to like keep up. Yeah, Crypto Command's okay. Mystic Sanctuary might just be free enough. They do have their green 1-drop. Like I said, looks like they also have Flare. Is that Flare? It is Flare. Okay, they didn't flare this, but they have Flare of Cultivation. So let's do this. Let's do this one. They needed this to stay in the game. Might not be good enough, but we'll see. Depends what the 5-minute turn looks like if we're going for Golos. Because I have a Sunfall. But I'm definitely, like, cheatingly ahead. They could not cast Flare. So do you have a Rampant Growth? I feel like you're going to need one here. Or something like that. No, we don't. Just swing for 1? No, we don't swing for 1. Oh, what does that mean? Golos cannot really play counter spells because they're kind of stupid with Golos, but they have blue, so they could, like, Mana Drain me. Mana Drain is still just a good card. If I get hit by Mana Drain, am I upset? Kind of? So I'll play the safer of the two? Okay, it just worked. Yeah, this is about right. Yeah, Golos just doesn't really play counter spells. Yeah, okay. Ancient Tomb on the play, that was it. They had the thing they needed to stay in the game, but it just wasn't enough. If it was a Boreal Grazer into this Flare that we knew about, then it's good. It could only be Flare because the priority was held only with Flare, and once it got to my turn, it wasn't held anymore. So it's Flare of Cultivation. They had a tap land here, so they couldn't cast it. But 1 into 3, that's what they want to do. I have surprisingly been unimpressed with Golos. A bit of surprise. I thought Golos would be a lot more. I actually thought Golos was kind of the best 5-color commander in the game, and it wasn't close. But I don't know if I think that anymore. What's the thing that replaced the first sliver? What's the thing we see all the time? What's the 5-color commander that replaced the first sliver? Oh, High Buy. Yeah, High Buy has felt like it's doing what Golos... Oh, I should talk about this. Yeah, ramble time. High Buy finds a consistent thing. It also costs 1 less, but it finds a consistent thing, and that consistent thing usually gives you cards if you have the just card draw style shrine thing going on, and you don't need every color, right? In play, mana-wise, you just need green, which is 90% of your deck anyways. This can find the color-fixing Chromatic Lantern World Tree land, or whatever it's called. But this is extremely random, right? Especially when you're trying to get it out really fast. It can be hard to do that. I've just been unimpressed with it, which sucks, because it is one of my favorite commanders of all time, if not my favorite commander of all time is probably still Golos, and I'm upset it's banned. It probably has to be banned in EDH because when it isn't, it winds up being like suddenly the best Eldrazi commander, suddenly one of the better Sliver commanders. It's a really good commander for allies too. Just a lot of tribal decks, right? Creature type matters decks. Golos is actually really good in those decks. It doesn't have to share a creature type with them. It's just good. And it's too generically good, maybe. Especially how I can find like Cavernous Souls naming the creature type your deck is. Or just, finding World Tree and spinning over and over. But that's like the main game plan regardless. But it is surprisingly inconsistent, I will say. In multiplayer, you can hit like sweepers all the time and be okay, but in 1v1, you kind of don't want to hit sweepers a lot because you like lose your own Golos and stuff. But I don't know. I wish Golos was they should give it the alchemy treatment to make it the best 5-color commander again. That's my TED talk. That's my hot take. Make Golos great again. I played Golos religiously on paper until it was banned. I was upset. I could do so many different things with Golos. I could just have that in the command zone, and then my deck could be like 20 different things. I could do whatever I wanted. And I really liked that. I didn't have to think about anything. But I think that might be problematic. I must admit, it is kind of problematic that it's like really good at everything. It's kind of like maybe not how it should be. But I do like it. Exploration. All right. Well, I can see why this Ralph and Mikey player is in the top of Platinum, because they have the God tier cards all the time. As is tradition, I guess. What do you... Wait, what? Worldly Tutor? Huh? What? What? What is going on? Can someone explain to me what's happening? Okay, I don't have a second blue source. Rather annoying, but maybe survivable. Problems. I need that second blue. Don't have 2 lands. Well, they don't have 2 lands because they would have played 2 lands. So, yep, pass. I needed a second blue. Shifting Woodland, too. Wow, this person... Let's take notes. I want to see what... Worldly Tutor is, like, insane to me. It's absolutely insane. They don't hit a land. We can just pass. We can play Teferi and not lose the game. I think. Correct. Did I play a land yet? Oh, I did. No, I played a land. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, I should have. No Mana Dream. Of course it matters too. God. It's just like absolutely atrocious. I'm gonna just kill it. I'm just gonna kill it. This might be a game where I beat Exploration. Might be a Exploration win the game. This is not unreasonable here, so we'll do it. Let's actually untap our lands. Let's get rid of... Everything is so good here. Fragment might not be good because they have things. Cavern? Nope. Do I win? And I didn't concede. Okay, they did. It's like, mana drain for 7 is kind of giving me omniscience. I think the game's over, but wow. I beat exploration. That's crazy. Worldly Tutor, weird. Worldly Tutor is weird here. Finding a card to set up for your commander is cool, but you don't want to put it to your hand, especially when it's the same mana cost as your commander. Like, even if this resolved, it's just not a big deal. I can actually kill it twice just fine. I mean, I have a Teferi minus, but like I could kill this fine. You could draw 2 and I don't know. So far, the best I have seen this deck, personally, is just having Giant Eldrazi and no other threat in your deck. That feels like it's been the best. And then having a bunch of ways to consistently find Cavernous Souls is also nice. You're still vulnerable to removal, and Lightning Greaves doesn't help you because they can just kill it in response. But yeah, all right. Well, we can see why they're in the top of Platinum. They was drawing the old exploration there. I have not seen a Burgeoning. How'd I play it? I played it with extra turns before. I played it with Eldrazi Tribal, Sliver Tribal. I played it with Sweeper Tribal, like that the Obzon Sweeper that like you choose a permanent and all the others get blown up, but the one you chose so Gullos can stay alive. I played it as mono green with World Tree just to give me the colors. I've played all sorts of Goloses. Golos. What is this? This is the one that really wants the Infect land, and if it doesn't get it, it's kind of meh. Okay. The power of green is these turn ones, right? That's like the front-loaded power of it. Which one is it this time? Sure. It is the sort of best one. Yeah, it is kind of the best one, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it depends. I mean, Utopia Sprawl is good, but this is obviously really good too. Need I say more? Okay, well, now it just didn't matter. That is a human. Sure. They have the... They didn't mulligan for this, they just had it. Because of course they did. Want to get rid of 2 cards that probably don't matter too much. Oh, I'm losing. I don't have a sweeper next turn. Yeah, I'm just losing. Done nothing. Is this a human? Oh, it is. Okay. I could kill Delighted Halfling now. It should. They didn't tap it, so. Alright. I think this is okay. It could be wrong. But, like, they didn't use it, so. Mutavault. Okay. Another human. Okay. Still behind. And if I don't draw a land, the game is definitely over. But I think buying a turn by blowing that up is worth it. Especially how I just have nothing on my turn, so. I mean, it's uncounterable. They didn't do it. Okay. How do you I mean, you're doing something, right? That's weird. Okay, well, yep. We can get rid of Force Spike, I think. When it has that covered. And then cycle this? I can't make 2/1/1s. There's no way they have heroic intervention. Would have much preferred to draw land, but oh well. What just happened? It's just multicolor. What? That is forever a land. A creature, I mean. Land, please, one time. Okay, I guess that counts. Go to 1? I don't know how I survived, though. I don't know what to do next. I have to swords this. So I should be mana efficient. Like it's gonna kill me. I have to do something about it. And dead. Yeah, just dead to bossing, say. Okay. Can't do anything. I make them do it, but... That sucks. This feels, like, extremely easy to beat, too, so... Alright. That seems really easy to beat. Tragic. Must have been the tequila. Oh, on the play with the best thing in the game. Yep. I have nothing to do about that. I'd love them to cast Leovold, I guess, so I can Solitude it. They do not. Something else? Okay, my opponent apparently made a mistake. Tragic. Days Undoing. Hand in library. Oh, well, I mean, that makes life extremely easy. Beautiful. Look at that. Blue or white? I guess white. I have enough blue. Okay, spinning into the best card in your deck. Oh. Let's play. There's no reason to deal with this. The damage is done. Well, there kind of is, actually. It's just such a stupid card, man, I swear. I guess I'll keep that. Teferi minus. They need a blue. They need another blue source here. Of course, they have it. Why wouldn't they? Yep, that was a god tier Days Undoing, apparently. Does that help me? Not this turn cycle. So, do I expect my opponent to do something? Probably. I kind of anticipate something being done, so I'm gonna just do nothing. This is like perfect combo too. You know, Singleton 100 card format, as is tradition. They don't swing with Leovold, so they're not exploiting their advantage. The 3 damage return is kind of annoying here. I can cast this. And then pass, because it does nothing. I can brainstorm for 1. Yeah, I should have got a land with it. Forgot to leave all that text. Not looking like it's going to matter, but whatever. Perfect fetch land, yep. Minus, plus, whatever. I'm over it. Stupid. Stupid dumb. Went ahead, the god tier nut draw. You got it. You got it. Exploration, Birds of Paradise. Makes a mistake, but doesn't matter because they're green. They can do whatever they want. You don't have to play good if you're green. Alright. I just got absolutely trampled. And then I cast Lurian Revealed on tilt in Lost. Lurian tilted. That is not... Wait, what is this? Brainstorm? Oh. Turn 1 Brainstorm. Interesting. I don't know what the hand is, but I think I have to leave up Mana Leak. This is a spot where the mana rocks look stupid. Let's play Iron Crag, I guess. Multiversal Passage, sure. Yeah. Okay. I can't target that. Well, this game feels over, I guess. Not sure what I'm doing. It matters. I don't expect to see a lot of disruptor flutes, honestly. But it's just posing me. I can fragment reality it. It's awful. I don't think you're doing anything on your turn. No. Too crazy to think about. Kinda need Teferi to play the game. This is a spot where I just don't like I mean, I'm going to say that all the time every time I cast Fragment Reality. I just don't like it. How did it do nothing? How does that make sense? They just don't have a creature? Huh? Am I misreading this? How do you... Okay. 5... How do they not have a creature? I don't understand. Plus Tail's End... Nashi into nothing? Okay. How do they just not get anything from Fragment there? That's weird. I'm still extremely far behind, but at least I draw a card, I guess. Probably the One Ring? Treasure Cruise? I don't know. Treasure Cruise? I don't know. There's no way they turned Tamio into a card. Yeah, I didn't think so. Probably Thoughtseize again. They said it last time. Probably it's looking like a Treasure Cruise. If I had to guess. That's what they got. Probably not Tail's End, but they were mousing over Tail's End. I don't think it's Tail's End. Can swing at Tamio with the Guardian Idol. I guess I do that. I'm not going to fight over removal. I don't... Well, it depends what the removal spell is, but it's not likely. Okay, well. This is as good as this is going to get. I'm taking their sweet time. I'm not sure what I'm doing long term. I have not been in this game yet. The One Ring with Flash. Okay, well, I can't let that happen. I just have really not been a part of this game. And it's not looking like that's going to change. I can recast Teferi, but this is honestly... Well, no, you should kill Teferi. I was going to say, maybe it's a spot where you don't, because it can't minus or anything, but like, no, you should kill it. Perfect value. First time it resolves. Oh. They also now know the top of their deck with this Larb. Looks like it was just a land? No, it was a Narset, and they chose not to play it. They could have named a Narset and grabbed it with Tamio, so... You got it. Oh, a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. Cool. Alright, well, I'm not in this game. I have never been in this game. I'm just going to concede. At no point was I in that game. I lost turn one. I was not winning at any point. I wasn't really even at a 50-50. 100% out of that game completely. I probably could have conceded earlier. I don't even really know what my outs are. I don't think I have any outs. Like, get lost into... No, that doesn't... Yeah, I just don't have any outs. Yeah, these Sultai tempo things are just not caring about what I'm trying to do at all. At least it doesn't feel like that. No blue mana. Tragic. Get rid of this. Yeah, I can get rid of that. We've also hit a giant wall of green 1-drops, which has been a bit tragic. Yeah, we can just surveil, I guess. How did I counter Nashi? When could I have countered Nashi? I don't think I could have countered Nashi at all. I don't think that's true. Get that. No 1 or 2 from a green-red deck. I kind of want this, but it's hard to cast. But it won't be as the game goes on. Yeah. There's no way you do nothing for 3 turns. Really? Wow. Alright, what's going on over there? Wow, okay. They didn't play Hunter's Talent? What do you... You're not leaving anything up, though. Oh, Fiery Annihilation. Alright, I mean, yep, yep. Let's play... Verge and... I used triple blue to let my commander... What do you... I'm not sure what you mean. Did I have a counterspell? I don't think I had a counterspell. Did I? I don't think I did. That doesn't sound right at all. Let's grab these. No, I think I just want a normal everyday land here. Alright, well there's nothing in hand that could deal with it. So, bloop. Right? Target creature. Okay. This is a very strange game so far. Let's get rid of Witch Enchanter. Probably could have just got rid of Otawara instead. No, they're kind of similar. Do I just win? Yeah, okay, I was about to say, I think I just win. That was a weird, very, very weird game. My opponent also played, what is it? Out of the way rank. Out of the way. Like, creatures, Creatures that already have haste are less appealing with a commander like this, because it gives them haste. Rex Sage wasn't doing much. They didn't... I don't know why they didn't play this. What are attackers? Like, you might as well play this, right? Actually, I guess when the window is there for a mana drain to resolve, you shouldn't play it. Because you don't want to give your opponent mana drain mana. Okay, I guess there's reasons not to play it. But I feel like doing like anything is better than nothing. Wasn't the strongest hand from the opponent. But I'm sure they're in diamond because they're green. Doing nothing against control, yeah. Very bold strategy. Yeah, you'll have to go back and look. I'm pretty sure there was no window to do that. If there is, I'm impressed I missed it, I guess. I don't know. I don't think there was. It doesn't sound right to me. Doesn't sound right to me. But I don't feel like I was part of that game anyways. But if that's the case, I didn't do myself any favor. That one. This is that thing. I have not seen this in a minute. I think this is the commander I played when I did my one and only ASMR video, was with this commander. Man, that was a long time ago. Blue. I did one ASMR video, and I think it was this. Archmage's Charm, Tail's End. I could have... Oh, alright. I don't recall a window to counter Nashi the second time. I don't recall that. But if you're looking at it, then I'm an idiot. I did not do myself any favors, if that's the case. Saving fetch lands for Brainstorm, Jace. Really need Hollow Fountain. That's fine. Wait, you're playing the 56 land deck and still winning? Huh. Well, that just goes to show. Goes to show. Just play Rofellos and win. Okay. This is all very interesting. Doesn't have wash away. I can survive a wash away. If you can't survive a counterspell, you probably shouldn't cast your cast your spell. I do survive one, so. Whenever you cast a spell, you may remove a slumber counter, and it starts with 5. So if I counter it, if I don't counter it, rather, it's a land until the moment at which it is not. It's 12/12. Okay. Okay. Do the crazy. Da, 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 da. Are you hitting a wall of permission now in Diamond? Like I'm not going to get away with Rofellos 56 lands in Diamond there, but I don't know. I'm not there. What do I know? That's not great. In fair, again, there's no reason to fair. What the heck is this? 3 mana, add 2. Transdimensional bovine. Okay, I've never seen that card in my life. Hollowed fountain. Do I cast? Oh wait, can I just cast this actually? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, alright, why not? And then play this. Get rid of that. It's falling apart in Diamond. That's fair. Diamond's the last one before Mythic, right? It's been like 7 years. I don't remember. I think it is. Diamond's where Platinum is probably where everyone just kind of hangs out at, but Diamond is where like all the actually I would love my opponent to recast that card. So yeah, Diamond's all the players trying to get to Mythic. Oh no, they have an interaction? Oh, wait, no, they don't. The one after gold is platinum. Wait, what am I doing? Yes, plus. Let's play land. And I don't think I'm playing the game right now. I just pass. All right, next turn I have the ultimate, and it's likely to win, barring combo. Yeah, Diamond's the one before Mythic. I think this one I'm in is just like this ever so slightly above average decks that aren't, like, you know, like people that play it for real and whatnot. All right, I think this game's over. I've never lost after having a Teferi Ultimate, so I don't really know what they can do here. This is the old pre-shuffle brainstorm. It looks like it. Yeah, I don't like the top cards on my deck, so I don't have to brainstorm right now, but like, why would I not brainstorm right now? See a reason not to. Yeah, I mean, it's just over. I don't think there's anything I can do. I don't need brainstorm to win this game. It just, one free exile a turn is going to be way more than enough. And it also doesn't stop Teferi from plussing later and drawing another card again. But yeah, the 12/12 is not going to smack me. And the Army of Mana is not going to do much. I have never seen this played. And if I have, I don't remember. This is in 3 mana, make 2 mana. Huh. It's probably outshined by all the cultivates and stuff in the game, maybe? I don't know. I've just never seen that before. I suppose if you play 1 into 3, like Birds of Paradise into this, it's about the same as the artifact, the Soul Ring for 3, the tap Soul Ring for 3, which just like doesn't die to a sweeper. Huh, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Diamond then Mythic. Yeah. At the pace of the Teferi games, I probably won't make it to Diamond. Teferi wins are sometimes on the slower end. We don't have the just cast strip mine 16 times situation. But hey, I'm still losing, you know. Like, Raphaelos can just ignore me here. Just win. I'm actually on the play against Raphaelos. That's like a world first for me. Dovin's Veto. Not looking great against Raphaelos. There's no way they don't cast it, so... Oh, alright. Apparently you were all in. Yep. Ignore everything, cast your fellow. If it doesn't work, move on to the next game. That's funny. That's funny. Don't drink in forest, kids. Do not drink in forest. Oh, hey, it's Raphaelos again. Who would have thought? No way. Opponent, you don't want to play against Teferi? Opponent? Oh, the only reason they gave up is because they're probably at the bottom of Platinum, and losing is free. They don't lose any rank, and they're just trying to find a favorable matchup. So. I don't know, I didn't have an answer to Raphaelos. I could sweep it later, but damage is done. I feel like Teferi's kind of the game I'm playing out as Raphaelos. Like, why not? Okay. What is this, Golos? I have a lot of mana, but I don't have much else. Maybe that's fine. Get rid of this. We're gonna play like Giga Greed Ramp Spam Derpa Derpa. Suppose there's no incentive to immediately Chrome Mox. Let's do blue. I can Teferi next turn, right? It's kind of a... maybe too much to ask to Teferi next turn, like... No, I can get rid of this ambush. They have a green card? Wait, what is this? What does my opponent have here? I don't know what my opponent has here. I have no idea what that could be. Alright, really, really fast Teferi, but I don't have much to do. Alright, Mana Leak was a really good draw, though. Alright, yeah, we did it. I mimicked the Raphaelos players and just quickly played Teferi, and they were over it. And I drew something relevant. So that was this was like a super high roll here. Yeah. Alright, there you go. Average brawl experience. Average brawl experience. Right there. There you go. We found it. The ice I put in this cup is still here. It's been 2.5 hours. That's crazy. I got that good ice. That high quality freeze. On the draw in the mirror is pretty miserable, and these cards are awful, but these are good. I mean, they can be. They're not good together. I'd rather not cast them both in this. But I don't know. My opponent probably has more experience with Teferi than I do in just playing this one play session. Could learn something, though. It'll either last a really long time, or be over very quickly. Mana Rock? No Mana Rock. Okay. I mean, we know what it's about. Not about playing spells. We know what we're doing here. Just my opponent at least that much. Peak. Tragic. This is why I think Peak is exceptionally good. But I suppose over time it will deflate in value as the game progresses. You don't have to sit here and stare. You can just continue to play the game and look at it later. You don't have to keep looking at it. I feel like I'm the only one that does it with Peak. You just let it resolve and then keep playing because their hand is revealed. You don't have to like look at it right then and there and write it down. That might have been something to fight over, but I don't know. I didn't fight over it. I'm going to shock myself. Shocking myself here makes my opponent think I have something that I do not. But yeah, maybe fighting over this was worth it. Birth of Melitus? That's crazy. I am so far losing exclusively because I'm on the play, on the draw. So that is a bit tragic. I'm not gonna not try to cast it. Like, I'm gonna try to cast it. And my opponent had mana drain, so the game was over anyways. Cool. Alright, my opponent was on the play. Had Search for Iskanta. I was thinking about this card, but it seems extremely slow in this format. It's just very slow. Like Surveil 1 is not that crazy. This is nuts though. I would probably not play this. Every time I would go to play this, I would prefer it had just been a mana rock. The wall is cool to defend Teferi, but most games, this doesn't matter, right? I've talked about this card a lot in Teferi, and this one's okay, but it's only really good in these like slow, grindy control matchups. I probably should have countered it, but nothing matters because my opponent was on the play and had mana drain, so there you go. Wizards won that game for my opponent. I don't know what you want me to do. Play versus draw. Playing Yorion? Yeah, Yorion could be in there somewhere. A little wild, but definitely possible. Definitely possible. Of course, people are going to assume me critiquing my opponent's cards is just me being upset I lost. Therefore, my critiques are invalid, but they are valid. Because I say they're valid. I do believe Birth of Melitus is not the best option in Historic Brawl. I've considered both cards. And honestly, I lost to the mana drain anyways, so they didn't matter anyways. Didn't matter anyways. Lost the mana drain. Alright, we're starting to see the same commanders over and over, so we hit some kind of breakpoint. This is weird. I don't know. Manifold Key? What? What is it? Huh? Okay. Oh, someone that quickly passed upon seeing the card. Solitude is an unfortunate reveal, but it is what it is. I like these. Let's do this, actually. They don't know about swords, even though priority is held upon Solitude alone. They don't know about swords. I'm not going to do anything. Cleansing Nova is probably a huge problem for whatever is happening right now. This is the cool part about Golos. It can be anything. It can be anything you want it to. And I do want to draw all the cards, so I kept in the way at which it made sense. It looks like green-white specifically so far and not much else. You cannot have a sideboard, so Karn isn't doing anything. It shuts off my Solar's Transformer. Oh, I guess it is doing something. Okay. Belay my last. What does this do? Liberator of... Yep. Let's go ahead and get a blue. Because I said so. And let that resolve. I gotta get lost the Karn and then try to do stuff after. But I need to do those stuffsies, and I need to do them basically right now. So, try everything ever. I did not have to blow up artifacts, but blowing up the manifold key is probably fine. My opponent keeps the first card on top, so they scry one 5 times. The One Ring, yep. Why not? Why not? I don't believe I should minus that with Teferi, but I probably would had I the option to. Why would I have such luxuries? The One Ring can kill them. And they don't have infinite mana to go crazy with it. So, like, you can just run out of life and draw too many things and not have much going on. But there is a huge argument to just getting rid of it anyways. And I probably should. Like, the game is probably going to favor my opponent before they would die to it. Therefore, it's a good idea to deal with it. Mere Battle Sphere? That's crazy. Mere Battle Sphere. I love my opponent's deck so much. I love my opponent's deck a lot. What kind of land do they find? I don't know. What kind of land are we looking for here? Should have cycled Peak in response, actually. What kind of land we getting here? This is not what I expected. Okay, they have more random artifacts in hand. They also did not find World Tree, so they can't actually activate Golos. Very interesting. Bloop. Not playing the one they know about, which is unfortunate, but the psychic damage is ever stacking. As you know about this, and it hasn't gone away. We can just recast Golos here. Makes sense to me. Given the rest of what I know about. We cast the Palladium Mirror. Another land? Nah, I don't need it. Not bad, I guess. This doesn't matter, I don't think. Opponent has giant bombs they can draw. Did they shuffle away? Does anyone know if they... oh, they did shuffle the One Ring with Golos. I guess it was a good idea to counter... or let Golos resolve then, because... opponent just gets a One Ring, and now they can't. And a Tithe. Alright, I'm gonna just get rid of this while I can. Then... because that mana does kind of actually matter for my opponent. Eldrazi exists. They do exist. Okay. Yeah. Green, white, colorless artifact Golos. Mere Battlesphere. That's... I mean, this is cool. I didn't see the crazy payoff, though, but I mean, they made it this far, right? Like, they're doing something. The One Ring was absolutely right to get rid of, because if I didn't, this game would probably be a headache given the how the turns played out for me. So, all right, cool. I like it. Karn the Great Creator is absolutely nuts. I don't know what Karn is doing. It's like you just typed in artifact and added Karn, but you can't have a sideboard. And you don't turn off the vast majority of things your opponents are doing. So that's kind of surprising to me. Kind of surprising. Board wipe tribal. I think there's like 4 or 5 board wipes in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 sweepers. Is that tribal? 6 cards? I don't know. I don't think so. Jace has been weird, maybe. This has been weird. Every time I play it, I like it, but that doesn't mean it's better than something else. Yeah, there's some matchups where Karn is very good, but they are very rare. Very rare. Eating treasures is not why you play Karn the Great Creator. But yes, you can do that. Correct. That is, yes. 25 board wipes. I played Golos with like 15 board wipes before. But that's only multiplayer. I honestly kind of like Commandeer. Free spells are like really good. So I do want more counter spells. I think it's cool to see. Actually, it's actually really funny. The Teferi matchup. Someone actually played Peak against me. I didn't think about that. I'm not alone. There's another Teferi player actually playing this card. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Yeah, I don't know what the green-white payoff was, and they did not get the world tree to make it so Golos was activatable. The green makes sense. I don't know what the white's doing. Cyclonic Rift has been useless, actually. Like, completely useless. Rift could just be a sweeper, actually. Yeah, it probably is genuinely underrated. I would say so, yeah. Peak is extremely good. Everyone compares it to Jataxian Probe, and it doesn't have to be Jataxian Probe. Also, it is an instant, so it's pretty close to Jataxian Probe anyways, because you can cast on your opponent's end step. It's just so good. That knowledge is insane. Like, every deck in the game would play Jataxian Probe. This is close enough. Like, it costs mana. It's categorically different, but still. It's a good effect. Bright Glass Gear Hulk? Yeah, that probably wasn't my opponent's deck, that's true. They were drinking and made a crazy pile? That's my job. Overwhelming Splendor. I mean, it can be like some. Fabricate for the One Ring. I do have some mana rocks, not a lot, but there's probably a way to like weave in One Ring engine combos. I don't like the silence effects. We talked about those earlier. They're honestly not bad, but I don't love them. They're not awful though. If I can find something to take out. Like silencing your opponent's cool, I guess. I don't know what I'd take out. I feel like Rift is slow, and a lot of the times Rift would be better off as a board wipe anyways. And Jace is weird when the plan is Teferi. Both in play is nuts, but do you really need both to win? Untapping a Teferi is already like a significantly winning position. I do not like Rhystic Study, no. Or Smothering Tithe. I would not play those. I would actually just never play those ever in this format. Rhystic Study gets a little bit better as time goes on, especially when you have Ancient Tomb and Chrome Mox. Like in the higher brackets, I guess. But like even against the most egregious things, if it draws like 2 cards, it just doesn't seem worth it. Like Keenan never pays for it. You draw 3, and then you just lose anyways. You took a turn off to cast Rhystic Study because it doesn't cost 0. I don't like Rhystic Study. No, Warm Power Stone is fine. I've actually liked the mana rocks. Sometimes I don't, but I think I like them now. Or currently. I could take it out. Yeah, we can take it out. It's not like it's going crazy. Mystic Remora? Suppose there's been moments at which it would have done something. Speaking of something, I think I want to take out maybe at Plains. Oh, you said Remora. I just went straight to Mystic Sanctuary. I'm a clown. No, don't play Mystic Remora. No, I don't like Narset either. No. I'm not trying to defend a Narset and a 3 mana get a creature or get a spell and then like it dies. I don't like that. It doesn't really stop most people. Most people aren't trying to draw a bunch of cards a turn. And you're not really gonna protect it consistently. And you might just get 1 card. It doesn't. I just don't like that. It's funny. Narset's a game changer, but it's like 25 cents. Because it's only really exceptional with its static ability. The rest of it, I just don't like it. Alendra is the... Whenever another creature dies, put a counter on this. When this dies, you get a bunch of vampires. Alright, that's really cool. I'm on the play. I think I will turn 1 preordain. Ooh, okay, well, I don't want those, that's for sure. That was a really good preordain. Excited to see what my opponent's up to. Let's do blue. Staff. Do this. I should have waited till my opponent's ends. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just shortcutting, but I didn't represent mana. I probably should be. Yeah, I don't have a lot of net value, net gain from Narset. Like, look at this spot. Narset would be awful. In this exact spot, Narset would be really bad. Okay, so crack this. I can play Teferi and it doesn't die. Actually, I didn't even mentally register I could play Teferi and have it live. Yeah, alright. I mean, how do I not do that? One apparently has something. What do they have? What is this? The white flare? I don't know. It could be the white flare. Solitude? It could be Solitude, I guess. Player commander, player commander, player commander. Aw. Player commander. Please. Come on. Come on. Dang it. Wait, what? Random 2-1? Okay. Random 2-1 it is. 6. See, the... if they have the... There's no way they have it. There's no way they have it. I absolutely refuse to accept they have it. I refuse. Okay, yeah. It's not a very commonly played card, so it actually looks like it was the white flare because they lost priority. So we know about the white flare, I guess. Proliferate. There is merit in casting this now. Yeah, I think I just win. Well, my hand is kind of lame. It's like really lame. Okay, I don't necessarily just win, but it's close. Why is it like sometimes I can respond to this and other times it's like, oh yeah, it'll just auto yield for you. You're good. Okay, now it's over. Yeah, I just proliferate and ultimate. They can't do anything. Okay. But yeah, that's a game, I guess, to be fair. What were we talking about? Narset? Yeah, Narset would be like, eh. Because it would just get bludgeoned to death, find a card. I mean, it can still, it's a 3-mana look at the top 4 thing, but there's consult the star charts. And, eh. That preordained, though, looking thick. Oh, Yahenni. Oh, it was Yahenni. Okay. There was no Solitude. All right. I suppose I didn't read Yahenni. I had no respect for it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ooh, Cloud. I like Cloud. Mid-Valley Blues. Oh. Opponent with the vibes. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. My opponent kept immediately, didn't? Oh, they didn't. I thought they did. Guide of Souls is crazy. Guide of Souls, wow. What is Guide of Souls doing? I don't know. But I'm here to find out. Guide of Souls. What is that up to? This is an equipment deck. This doesn't do anything until you have enough energy. That's a lot of creatures. Especially if it isn't the first thing you do in a game, which, you know, it was this time, but like still. That's a Umazawa's Jitte again. What is with the Jitte? Is there like tech about Jitte I don't get? Jitte is a strange hit. Every time I see it, I don't I don't think I get it. I don't think I understand. Do I Solitude so they don't get jit? Oh, they don't do it? Why? They could have done it. Why didn't they? Why didn't they? Why didn't they do it? What's going on? I mean, I'm gonna let it resolve. Jite does. Oh, okay. All right. Opponent's playing some deep magic here. Some deep magic. Thalia. That is fine. I don't lose next turn, so I can just let all of this happen, right? Yeah. I don't lose. We can just continue to chill. I can Dovin's Veto the equipment. That's not a creature, so we just take whatever that damage is. Yeah, see, this is where Guide of Souls looks crazy to me. You just don't have the next creature. Okay, they can't use that to deal damage, so it just gains life. Barring I don't accidentally click a forest there. Excuse me, an island there. Yeah, none of this matters. So the only thing that matters is if this is Mana Tithe. Oh, they can't cast Mana Tithe. They have Thalia. Yeah, that's... See, Guide of Souls looked really crazy that game. Gained some life, but, like, you don't make critical mass of creatures, in my opinion, with a deck like this. What's the second equipment? Dranith Magistrate. Okay. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm here for it. I am down. I am here for it, opponent. I am here for it. I'm going to do this at sorcery speed so I don't lose to weird stuff. They could pump this, but that doesn't change much. Okay, they don't do that. Sure. Yeah, because it gains 2 life or 2 power. It's the same as gaining... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, Jite looking like it's on some kind of nostalgia trip here, and then more than winning the game. They get Fire and Ice. I feel like Fire and Ice should have been a part of this game a lot earlier. So says my onions. Alright, well, you have no creature. You can't have haste. You don't have flash. I think there's plenty of reason to cast this. There's also plenty of reason to just not cast it. But I'll cast it. I feel like I've turned the corner. So. They kept their commander inside of their graveyard. They animate this. Never a good sign for the opponent. They go face! They go face! I like it. I like it. I'm a huge fan of that. Opponent, you have my respect. I like it. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out, but it looks like it works out. There's no reason to stop trying. Like, you swing twice, you can win this game. They're 100% going to do that again. I am very confident. They're acting like there's other things to do. No, there isn't. There's not anything else to do. You swing at me twice, you try to win. They go... Wait a minute. What? What? Well, now it's actively bad. No, opponent, you were doing the right thing. See, now I can... Ah, man. Yeah, they should have went face. Because I can just recast it, and it's like almost mana neutral to just recast it. Yeah, they should have went face there. That was not... It's probably not right, but I don't know. I have a... Actually do have a spell. These don't do any... They can't block, so I'll just poke them. Do you and you. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Trigun enjoyer? Eh? Yep, that's fine. Opponent, no, they shifted away from like trying to actually win. No. My opponent has a read that I have something, but I think you really should at least try to win with said thing. But maybe not, I don't know. Did I miss a Mirex token? I think I did. It doesn't particularly matter, but what are the other cards in your hand there? What do you got going on? What's going on over there? Mystic Sanctuary can put whatever... I don't really want to play it right now, actually. I can just kind of win by casting... wow, my opponent's playing Cleansing Nova? That's ironic. I mean, there's a bunch of artifacts and enchantments, right? Yeah, we can just cast Farewell. They can't actually do any... Oh, wait, let me play Plains first. They can't really do anything in response. I don't think I have to exile graveyards. They can't play an equipment here. It just dies, so... Deals with everything. I really think they should have been going for this Dragon Cave. Like, understanding that the game is probably over, because you can't, like, do anything. You just gotta go for this win. I have it covered, but still. Alright, yep, they're back on it because there's nothing else to do. I want my opponent to do this again, so I won't do anything, because I would like my opponent to commit their entire turn next turn to doing that once more. And again, I forgot a token. I forgot a Mirex token. Play that, let's play this. I don't think it matters. They probably just concede when I cast swords. No, they didn't. I don't... Do they have the counter stuff card for this? That's weird. Can they do anything in a turn cycle? What can my opponent do here? I don't actually know. But I don't... Okay, I was about to say, I don't really think it matters. Like I said, there is a lot of merit in genuinely making your opponent do that 2 turns in a row. Like, just go to 2. Because they have to commit their entire turn twice. You might as well. It's using my life total as a resource to tap my opponent's lands for a turn. It is 100% worth it. They can't play a land and then have some, like, scam protection spell, because I just have it covered. So, but if I did not, then if you want to play around a protection spell, it might be a good idea. I played this with protection spells, but opponent didn't seem to. This is the second time I've seen Jitte where I just not sure I should be seeing Jitte. Huh. It doesn't seem like Jitte's crazy, even with 4 counters on it. If you get 4 counters and the -1/-1 is good, that implied that Cloud died in combat because you had to swing to do the thing. I don't know. I'm not feeling Jitte. Every time I see it, I'm just like, fine. Even if I'm Rofellos, if I'm playing Rofellos, I just don't think I care. It can kill Rofellos, but Rofellos can just block whatever was swinging with Jitte and die anyways. I don't know. All right. Very well. Oh my goodness, it's well past midnight. Okay, I'm done. I didn't quite make it to Diamond. I didn't quite make it to Diamond, but yeah, we're done now. Played a bunch. Teferi, the downside of Teferi is the games can take a while because you're playing a Teferi deck. Now, I'm me. I love those extremely long games. I'm a huge fan of them. Even when I'm not streaming or something, I just like long games. I play Solemnity, Phyrexian Unlife combos all the time where my opponent refuses to concede, and then it's 45 minutes of me holding the enter key on a different monitor while they like just play with themselves while I'm just doing something else. So I like those long grindy games. This obviously requires my attention, but I love this. This is probably my favorite thing I've played. I, for some reason, didn't start here. I don't know why I didn't start here, but I love Teferi. I'm a huge fan of Teferi. Probably one of my favorite cards ever, just because I started making content with this card. It was the first thing. I actually, funny enough, well, it's not funny to me because it's depressing, but for some reason, I like didn't apply, or I don't know what it was, but I played the beta probably more than most people did, and that's the only way to get this art. And I didn't get this. Either they give a code to you and you had to type it in or something, but I actually didn't acquire it, even though I hit the threshold of whatever it took to get it. So every time I see it, I'm like, oh man, I should have it too. Every time I see it. I actually did see this art a couple times today. No, I saw it once. Someone was playing with this art. The only way to get it was if you played the beta of Magic Arena, and they gave you, I think, a code that you just type in. I did not type in the code and didn't get it, but I played the beta religiously. But I didn't get it. Tragic. That's the one psychic. The psychic damage is I don't have it, but that's all right. It's still Teferi. Just a part of my story, I suppose. The card advantage is all in this, and I didn't feel bad about not having like divination stock up effects or whatever the instant speed divination is now. Didn't feel like those were super necessary. I did take out opt and consider. Oh, also sleight of hand. Those didn't seem like they were that great. These could just be other giant card draw spells. Ideally, instant speed. I don't really know. Peak is probably my favorite of the bunch. I don't know why more people don't play it. In fact, in the Teferi mirror that I lost, I only lost because they played Mana Drain. But Peak, they played Peak, right? My Teferi opponent played Peak. So, there you go. I'm vindicated. I think Peak is exceptionally good. Knowledge is extremely powerful. People always refer to Jataxian Probe, and that's the only thing that they care about, but this is an instant. So you can play it in your opponent's end step. You can just replace it whenever you want. It's just so good. You can also target yourself, technically. I don't know how you would, but I think you can. I probably wanted more sweepers. Jace was getting a bit weird. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't. The -1 has more value than you would think, but on average, I don't really know. Like, if you have both, you're obviously winning. And if you aren't winning with both of these in play, I don't know what happened. But you kind of want your deck to be built in a way where you're just winning with Teferi on its own. Just untap with Teferi, and then at that point, you're winning, right? You want your deck to always sort of have that, because this is a 5-mana Planeswalker that just draws cards. You really want to win upon untapping with it. I could probably play more extra turns. There is the Delve one with Liliana on the art. So maybe Jace could just be that. Jace might just be the biggest card in here that I was kind of questioning over and over. It's nice when it's in play. See, this is the thing. Every time you play it and you have Teferi, or even if, let's say you don't have Teferi, I guess, and you're just brainstorming, it looks really good. But that doesn't mean you play it. There could still be better things to play. Just because every time I played it, it was exceptionally good, does not mean there isn't something else to play. I don't know. I've had some interesting YouTube comments lately, like the past month and a half of just YouTube comments. 99% of them are, everyone's great. But like, man, some people have some wild opinions on stuff. Sometimes people are incorrect, and then you can correct them, right? Assuming they're not emotionally compromised. But sometimes people are really out there with their opinions on stuff. And I tried, the outros kind of espouse some of these arguments. Like, oh, this is why you shouldn't play this, just because it was good there, usually. But sometimes, man, people don't really care what you have to say. And I don't want to type my my outro out to a commenter on YouTube, even though it was in the outro explaining why something was played and that I don't think is good, even though every time you see it's good. But the bigger argument would be Narset, where Narset, you can play it as a 3-mana card, and then maybe you get Leovold level value from it. Not very likely at all, but let's say you do. Your opponent can just swing at it, and you're not really interested in defending Narset, especially as a 3-mana card, and you didn't leave up like a counter spell, and you minused it to reveal a card. You now have a card in your hand that your opponent knows about. So that's not great. You can't just like, haha, I got a sweeper. And now they're like, all right, I'll just stop playing creatures until you cast your sweeper. So Narset's reveal is kind of unfortunate, but it kind of has to be like that. Unless it was just a straight up anticipate. No, impulse. I think impulse would be the one that doesn't reveal in the top 4. But it's not like that. So I'm not a big fan of it. Again, I'm not defending it. Most of the times it only gets 1 card. And the static effect is not super insane. Jace is historically good. At one point, you could argue Jace was the best card in the game. In World Wake, at least, it was nuts. Like, one of the best answers to Jace, I think it was Jace Bellerin. So in the legendary rule, like, no one could have a Jace if anyone already had a Jace and you cast one. So Jace Bellerin as a 3-mana card would blow up your opponent's Mind Sculptor. That's going way back before you kids were born. Grave Titan nonsense, but Cawblade era. But Jace, just in general, brainstorm spamming is good. There's other things that, like, you could play what is it called? Quick Study? The 3-mana draw 2. It's an instant. It costs less mana. You don't have to invest really anything in defending this. You just cast it and you're good. Point being, Jace is not crazy. It's not crazy. Teferi is, though. I mean, Teferi is Teferi. Needs not much introduction. This could have gone with slightly more counter spells, but I'm not sure. I was quite surprised, and I think I said this a couple times. I was surprised at how little I changed this playing so much. Usually when I play, like, anything new, I'm like, all right, let's go in and see what didn't work. Let's see what's not making any sense, and then change it. I did not find myself changing much here. I really didn't. I took out some of the 1-mana goofy cantrips and added, like, consult the star charts. I took out what is it, Worn Power Stone? Yeah, I took out Worn Power Stone for, I think, another cantrip or something. Can't quite remember. But there were not a lot of changes. I'm comfortable and familiar with blue-white control decks. It's like my favorite thing ever, so maybe that has something to do with it. But there's definitely maybe 5 cards or something that I'm not thinking about that could have been in here that would have been exceptional. I was thinking about Commandeer. I think Commandeer is fine. Just the fact that it's free and you can steal something that is essentially game ending. It is notable to me. But it's not a mono blue deck. This is functional. You can't play this in normal EDH as your commander, but it's still your commander in this format, so this still works, which is absolutely insane. Teferi with Fierce Guardianship is nuts, and I am glad that is not a thing in normal EDH. I'm not going to lie to you. Nexus of Fate could have also been a quick study effect, or I suppose stock up. I did not own Discontinuity, which is, what is it, end the turn? Yeah, I didn't own this. This is playable outside of the ranked thing, so if you do craft it, you have it forever. This is probably better than Nexus of Fate, but I'm not totally sure. You could play both, obviously. I really like this card, but it's not... It's kind of in the same boat as Nexus of Fate, where, like, you're not really casting this giant funny thing unless you already have Teferi in play and you're ticking away, which means ideally you're already winning. And the worst thing you could ever do is put cards in your deck that are good only when you're already winning. And I think Nexus of Fate is teetering on that line. I did not find those games where I could end step this on my opponent's turn and then go absolutely crazy with like 2 turns in a row. I just didn't find those games. Even in the Teferi matchup, the mirror match. To be fair, again, the only reason the game either is really fast or really long and it's a fairy mirror. My opponent had mana drain and then it was over immediately. So it wasn't really that, it is what it is. But that would be the kind of game where Nexus of Fate is insane, but discontinuity would also be pretty good in that spot. Nexus of Fate is always going to happen, right? Like you cast it, and if they deal with it, you can probably get it later. We're talking about like those really long games that take a long time, and you're going to see Nexus of Fate multiple times. So there's probably games out there where that matters, but I'd say on average that's not the case, right? This is a format with Chromox, Dark Ritual, Thassa's Oracle, Tainted Pact, Ancient Tomb, Rofellos. Just Rofellos is playable for some reason. So this just isn't that great. So yeah, this isn't 100% fine-tuned. I don't really know what I'm changing to make it feel slightly better, but it felt good regardless, right? There was like a big chunk of losses in a row, but outside that chunk, I just won everything I played. I thought I was a higher rank as of yesterday. I'm not sure what happened, but I don't know. Close to diamond. Maybe I'll get it in my next play session. But I'm a huge fan of this. Love Teferi. Absolutely love it. There's a ton of new things since last I have played it. So, all right. Ran out of things to ramble about. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe.